All right, Shalom. Shalom. All right, first and foremost, as always, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Greatmillstone, and salutations, peace, blessings, and safety unto the hopeful elect. All right, I'm the brother Abayah. And to my left, Khan and Shalom. Throughout this lesson, we're gonna go into giving diligence. Basically, we're gonna it's gonna be kind of a quick lesson because we do have to get to camp. But Lord willing, it's edifying. But I'm gonna start off by getting this the etymology of the word diligent. All right, it says constant in effort to accomplish what is undertaken. All right. So we have to be constant in our effort to seek the kingdom, man. Constant in our efforts in laboring in the work and doing the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, whatever that may consist of, because we know, not everybody's lot is going to be the same. Not everybody's, office is going to be the same. But whatever we called to do in this truth, man, we got to be diligent in that. All right. It also says to be assiduous, and I got the definition for that as well. All right. It's also a synonym of being diligent. It says to be hardworking, to be attentive, to be studious. All right. And the apostles is a great example of that, man, of being studious. They never was stagnant in their understanding. They was always, portraying and projecting the act of being diligent, man, and not giving up, not becoming weary in this work, man. I'm gonna get this first precept. This is Proverbs 12 and 24. It says, "The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute." And I'm gonna also get it in the NLT because it's beautiful, man. Right. Proverbs 12 and 24 in the NLT. Excuse me. It says, "Work hard and become a leader." And are we not, leaders in training? Are we not judges in training? All right, so we have to rehearse those acts now, man. Rehearsing the righteous acts. It consists of keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability, but it also consists of acting. As the scriptures say, what, man, put on as the elect, right? So we have to act as if we already are, so that we may, Lord willing, be sealed as so. All right, and one of those synonyms for diligent was what, man? Hard working. Okay, but it says work hard and become a leader, be lazy and become a slave. And we're not naturally slaves, man. Even though our people have that slave mentality, we're not slaves, man. We naturally supposed to be rulers, man, and sovereignty. And in particular, man, us who's working and striving to be a part of that 144,000, man, we're going to be the ultimate leaders, man. All right. So I'm gonna go to the next precept. Because in order to be diligent, man, you have to have faith in whatever it is that you laboring in. Like the definition of that word diligence said, man. It says constant effort. What did it say? It said constant effort to accomplish what is undertaken. What are we undertaking? Or in other words, what are we taking on? Right? This work, this responsibility, right? We have expectations that we have to meet, right? So, in these efforts that we putting forth, we have to have faith in those efforts, man. Right. So Hebrews 11 and 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. So without faith, it's impossible to please the Heavenly Father. Right? Because the Lord requires us to have faith in him, man. Right? Even if we don't have signs of the things that we're seeking for. That's actually what faith is, man. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And the scriptures also say, I don't want to get too off topic, but it also says we look for things not seen with eyes, roughly paraphrasing, which is ultimately the kingdom, man. It says, "For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him," man. Those that consistently seek him, man, and seeking the Lord, is more than just lip service. Seeking the Lord is everything that you do in your actions, right? Seeking the Lord is you every day repenting by changing your ways, man. Trying to do to the best of your ability. Do what's right. All right. And hey, in this work, man, hey, even if we don't feel like it, even if we may be tired, we may be, stressing, we may be having other things going on in our lives, man, but we got to put this first. That's what being diligent is about, man. Being
Mm-hmm.
consistent and keeping your eyes single, man, meaning keeping your eyes simple,
Mm-hmm.
right? Keep having, basically having tunnel vision, all right? Because nothing else matters, man. Everything else gets put on the back burner, behind this, man. This is what's going to bring us that salvation. So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you got
That was,
something out?
yeah, I got some over here.
Okay.
Back you up on that. This is Second Peter 1:10. It says
Uh,
wherefore it says wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. And that's what we're doing. We're called to make our election sure, man. All right, we're staying diligent in this thing. We're being humble. All right, we're striving to receive salvation, man. Just like what you just said not too long ago, man. We're constantly sustaining this truth, all right, and we're trying to make it to the bitter end, because we know what's on the other side. The other side is way better than what we have here, man. It's nothing. What we have here is nothing. Like the
uh,
scriptures say, paraphrase, all things is temporary. you know Things is here is that you have here that you see with your eyes is temporary. You
that's
can't
right.
take it with you on the other side, man. So one thing, and I'll read it again. This is Joppa, 2 Peter 1:10. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. And we shall never fall. If we're constantly enduring these things, like you said, we have to have faith. All right. The scriptures say in Colossians 2:8, faith is a spiritual gift given by Yahawah, man. All right.
Right.
That's a blessing and that's mercy there, man. We have faith. The Lord gave us a spiritual gift of faith. Not every single Hebrew Israelite has faith, man. Not every single Hebrew Israelite is constantly being diligent in this thing, man. They don't have diligence, man.
That's
Like
right.
say, brothers is slacking off in this thing. Dudes, brothers being lukewarm. And you can't be lukewarm in this thing, man. You got to, like the brother Abiyah just said, we got to be diligent. He brought out the meaning of diligence, and you individually have to be diligent in this truth, man. All
That's
right?
right. And the
God.
Lord, the Lord ain't tolerating nothing else, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord is a man of war, and He expects us to be fighters as well, man. Not, of course, it's not necessarily physically, man, but the Lord requires us to fight within our spirit, man, within our minds, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it said, man, do these things, and you will never fall, man. You shall never fall. So that reminds me of, like, I used to play football, and it used to be this drill when used to have like a line on one side and a line on the other side, and you run through, and your teammates will hit you with the with these these like pads or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to make it to the end, and they're not gonna take it easy on you. It's like, in this walk, man, we gonna be banged up. We gonna it's gonna be distractions, it's gonna be temptation, it's gonna be all these different things trying to knock us off of our balance, but we got to do our best to stay on our feet, man. We may stumble, and ultimately, let me go into that word fall, matter of fact, because that, of course, we fall in this truth, you know but when it says you shall never fall, man, it basically meaning you're not going to be consumed, man.
God, Abiyah.
All right.
Out up.
It says this is the definition for that word, fall.
Mm-hmm.
It says to cause one to stumble or fall, to stumble, to err, to make a mistake, to sin, right,
Mm-hmm.
to offend. And ultimately, man, we seeking what? To be blameless in the eyes of the Lord. And that's all it takes, man. It says do these things and you will never fall, man.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all it takes, is for us to keep putting forth that effort, man. The Lord sees that. Through
Yeah.
all the things that we going through, the Lord know what we going through.
Yeah.
The Lord know what we got going on in our life, the stress that we feeling, the thoughts that we have, everything, man. But it's the fact that we put forth that effort to push through that, and to
Mm-hmm.
do our best to still please the Lord through all those things, man. That's what counts.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got something else, bro?
Yeah, Con. I got precept for that, what you just said too. This is I got something right now. I was just about to go there. This is Matthew
Hey,
24:13. This is Matthew 24 and verse 13. It says, but he, and this is what YAHAWASHI said, verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And that's the whole point of
that's
being
right.
diligent. We're enduring into the bitter end. Yeah, we're gonna go again, we're gonna go through things out of plantation. You may go through things with your woman if you have an Eve. All right, she might threaten to leave you. You know, you might go through financial issues. You'll lose your car. You may lose a job that you had. But hey, it's all worth it. You know, you got to be able to deal with all of these things that's on the side, off camera, and still be able to teach the truth, man. You know, you shouldn't let nothing stop you from glorifying YAHAWASHI. You should always be diligent, brothers. You know, that's the
Right.
main thing. And most of it, you know, that you go through here is mainly the trying of your faith. The scripture said the trying of your faith worketh patience. All right. So the Lord is going to try you. And I got a precept too. One more about the child.
Con.
This is let me get that James out real quick. This is James chapter 5 and 10. I want to get out.
All right. And like you said, man, we're gonna lose things, but hey, the scriptures also say we're gonna receive that back 100-fold, man. So we gotta learn to hate those things. And
Mhm.
hate meaning to love less. All right. You got it, bro.
This is James 5 and 10. It says, take my brethren, the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. And that's what the whole thing is about, suffering, afflictions, and patience, man. All right. And we're doing this by what? Having diligence, you know, being humble, you know, having the faith. Because that's the most important thing, like you brought out, Abiyah, is the faith, man. You know, that's
That's
what's
right.
going to keep us going in this truth. All right, is the faith. And if you a Jake that don't have faith, how are you gonna be able to do the works? How are you gonna continue
Exactly.
to
If you don't have nothing to look forward to, if you don't have nothing to hope in, what are you fighting for? If you don't have a reason to keep going, you're not going to keep going.
Mhm.
You know. You have some more on that.
Verse verse 11. It says, behold, we count them happy which endure.
Mm.
It says, ye have heard of the patience of Job, because we see all the situations that he still had faith. He lost his children, you know, the Lord allowed Satan to torment him. All right. And he had lost his wealth, his cattle, all of that. But what he still,
Everything.
he still endured through all of that. It says, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and mercy. And that's how the Lord is, man. Everything is tried on your faith. And it's true. You're tried, man. You know, we're tried, man. You know,
That's right.
that's all I got on that.
And that goes hand in hand with Hebrews, man. Like I said, for he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him, man. Even though Job went through all of that and he lost everything that anybody else who had that carnal mindset would have cared about and would have been devastated about, Job kept it moving, man. Even his, even his material possessions and all that, man. He put all of that aside, man. And what in the end he was blessed with more, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. It says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord, man. And that's one of my favorite precepts as well, man, because that also reminds me of the other precept that says, the Lord, the Most High, is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. So what we doing, man, it's all being accounted for if we endure in it. Because hey, it's a lot of people that's been working in, laboring in his work, but have fell out. There's people that's laboring in his work now to this day that's going to fall out when things get tighter. And I pray that us sincere brothers continue to endure in his faith, man, because hey, what's promised to us if we continue in this is beyond our imagination, man. But also what's promised to you if you fall out of this truth is also going to be beyond our imagination of what you're going to receive, man. But we rather receive the positive.
I got a precept too for what you just said.
Uh,
This is for brothers falling out of the truth, and this is what the Lord has done to them. This is Psalms 51 and 11, and this is what King David said. It says, cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Right, the Lord can take the Spirit from you. All right, and all these guys that were in the truth that fell out and didn't stay diligent is because the Lord took the Spirit from them. All right, you one thing as you being an Israelite, a so-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indian, is again you are to ask the Lord for mercy, and you want to continually be humble in this thing.
exactly, bro.
Yeah, the moment you start being more prideful in this truth, the more you start thinking that you're an elder now because you've been in the truth for a year, 2 years, and you just start wilding out in the spirit. Lord can take the spirit from you and give it to someone else. You know,
Right.
that's scary, man. Because the Lord can take it from you. You know, that's one thing that I wouldn't want upon any brother, not even myself. You know, it's
Hey, it
to have
says
it taken from you. Slack it,
Slocky, bro. It says pride is the beginning of pride is when one begins to depart from his maker. And that's like the Lord taking his spirit from you. And the scariest part about it is that you're not gonna know, man. You're
Yeah.
gonna think you still in the spirit and that you're doing right, but you're going all the way off, man. You're gonna be in the spirit of delusion, man. That's the scariest part about it. You know, so like you said, bro, you know, you gotta stay humble, man. You gotta, you know, even if you increase in that knowledge, we know that knowledge puffeth up. So you gotta continue to pray to the Lord, you know, actively, man, to stay humble in the spirit of humility, man, because that's you know, those are the ones that's gonna make it. Those are the ones who are gonna inherit the earth, man. You know, I got one for you,
Come. Bubba Shop.
oh, was you done, Salaki?
Oh, yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
And
Uh,
the Rock said Shalom. So Shalom, the Rock.
hey, Shalom, Mark.
Brother, his likeness too. Shalom, Mark. Shalom.
Shalom to the Aki.
His likeness and the brother Yabakan. Salak. Shalom, Makim. Makim. Khan.
This is Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, "Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." And we bring that precept out, you know, a lot when dealing with the negative, man, dealing with the bad. But you can also apply that to the positive, man. The things that we putting in, the work that we putting in, we're gonna receive the benefits and the, you know, the reward for that, man. This work that we putting in, you know, sacrificing our lives, you know, being a living sacrifice, you know, our time, our you know, the things that we lusting after, the, you know, our aspirations and all of that, putting all of that aside, you know, loving out our lives, you know, the Lord is pleased with that, man. I'm gonna jump to verse 9. It says, "And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not," man. So what are we gonna reap? We're gonna reap the reward, man, the promises. Right? We're gonna reap that reward that was, you know, the reward that was promised to us. Right? We're gonna get that immortality. We're gonna get, you know, those new bodies. We're gonna get sovereignty. Excuse me. We're gonna get, man. The scriptures say the kingdom is already prepared for us, man. We just gotta play it out, man. We just gotta pray that we of the, you know, of that number that's gonna endure, man. All right.
Shalom, Malak Amawan. Shalom. The brothers on their way. But Khan, let's get it. We're gonna get
I
time
got one
rush.
more. I got one more pre.
Khan, you good?
It's 2 Peter 3 and 11. It says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?" All right. So knowing knowing the things that's coming, you know, what manner of persons are we to be? Meaning, what kind of mindset are we to be in? You know, the Lord said, "What, man? Occupy till I come." We supposed to stay occupied in prophecy, right? Doing our best to, you know, stay focused, man. All right, leaving off from the ways of this world. All right. Verse 14, it says, "Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless." Man, that's all it is. That's what we want, man. We want to be exempt from judgment, man. We want to receive that YAHAWAH, man, that mark, man, that spiritual mark.
Spiritual mark,
Right. You know, and that comes with diligence, man. The Lord is only gonna, you know, bless those who, you know, those who fought. And if you want to give up, man, you know, if you have, you know, faint hands, you're not gonna make it, man. This is not for the faint of heart. This is for those who are willing to fight and suffer, man.
Yeah.
All right.
And I got one more thing to say too is if you a Jake that can't handle suffering and you can't handle temptation, and it's just probably not meant for you to be the elect. Maybe you just a call and not Salakia. But maybe you just the called and not the chosen, you know? And that's what happens a lot, you know, is that a lot of Jakes, you know, they don't realize that the things that they do, you know, is not you know, is not beneficial to them.
It's not
Right?
expedient, man.
You want to be diligent, you want to be humble, you want to be sincere, all right? You want to be able to you know, handle these situations. And you got to know that you're being tried. Like the scripture say in Hebrews 12 and 6 through verse 9, All right, what it says, the Lord chastises who he loves. You know, and if you a Jake that's not going through nothing and you can't handle the situations that you're going through, then like I said, maybe you're not the elect. Maybe you're just the called and not the chosen, man. You know?
Hey, at the end of the day, man, we gotta just continue to pray, man. If it's anywhere you're lacking, or you know, that's where self-examination comes in, man. If it's an area that you notice that you're lacking in, hey, pray about it. You know, but like the brother said, man, if you fail to examine yourself and realize those things, then hey, you know, it's probably just not for you, man. But at the end of the day, the Lord, you know, the Lord put the spirit on us, and all we have to do is continue to be focused on you know, our lot, you know, our path, as well as one another's, man, the like-minded brothers, right? Like it says, man, you know, seek out salvation for such as be like thee, roughly paraphrasing. All right, but this is not for everybody, man. For many are called, but few are chosen. And hey, we got it, like I said, like you know, like the precept said, man, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. We all seeking out our own salvation with fear and trembling at the end of the day, you know, but
Con.
that's pretty much the point.
Yeah, con, you know. Then that's the thing, man. You want to be diligent, humble, and sincere, man. You know, stay diligent in this thing, brothers. Continually ask the Lord to build you up in the faith. You know, continually, you know, ask, just pray, man. Pray. The scriptures say, pray without ceasing, fast.
Right.
You know, like the brothers say, you know, in this year, 2022, the inflation of temptation is going to increase, man. You know, the
Boy,
persecution. You know, if you're a brother that go through things mentally, because brothers go through things like depression, anxieties, you know, all these so-called mental disabilities, was actually spiritual attacks. You know,
yeah,
you got to be able to endure that. That can be temptation for you as well. You know, because the Lord knows the things that will weaken in this flesh. He knows the things that will weaken, and those are the things that you want to meditate on to strengthen your spirit. You know, you may be a brother that have a depression, for example. You feel low down, you know, and you feel like, oh, I don't know if the Lord is dealing with me, or you know, that's not. You want to pray on that. You know what I mean?
well,
So.
it's just like you said, the Lord know, you know, our weaknesses. Satan know as well, man, because that's who's really, you know, these demons. That's who's messing with you, man. They know the areas where, you know, they know what you care about. They know the areas where you're vulnerable. So you have to do your best to strengthen those areas that you weak in, man. You know,
Mhm,
because the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. You have to do more things that's going to strengthen your spirit so that you
mhm,
can overcome the flesh and the things that come with this flesh, man. That's
mhm.
where the diligence comes in. It's a fight, man. It's a fight.
Uh,
Oh, no, but you got anything else out?
that's just about it on that. I wanted to probably continue this lesson after camp too. You know what I mean? About Bashar.
Con, con.
Uh, yeah, that's pretty
No,
much
but
it.
you know, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. You know, Lord willing, we can also, like you said, you know, continue this lesson after camp. You
Mm.
know, but with that, you know, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM,
Yeah,
YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And
mm,
hey, man, take this lesson to heart, because you know this goes for ourselves first and foremost. But you
mm,
know, for those that may have listened to this lesson, take it to heart, man. You know, do your best to, you know, first and foremost, pray
mm,
about it, man, so you can give that diligence, man, and just
mm,
keep fighting, man, keep enduring.
mm.
All right, shalom.
Shalom.